I was delivering baby formula when I saw the address was my girlfriend's place, so I grabbed a kitchen knife and bolted for the elevator. There was a guy in a raincoat inside, holding a massive sledgehammer, and just as I reached out to hit the floor button, a few twisted lines of text suddenly appeared before my eyes. Cannon fodder lead enters the scene, the heroine's clingy ex-boyfriend. Holy crap, the guy next to me is a secret superstar serial killer? The first act is already this intense? My finger hovered over the elevator button, and in the mirror-like reflection, I saw him silently raising his hammer, his shadow looming over the back of my head. Just as the wind from the hammer swung down, I spun around and slammed my hand onto his shoulder. Hey man, do me a favor? Can you let me go kill those two scumbags first, then I'll come back and take your hammer? He froze, glanced at the knife in my hand, and slowly lowered the hammer. What floor? 8th floor, thanks. The elevator numbers ticked up one by one, my rage burning through all the oxygen. Screw this plot. Screw the heroine. Even if I die today, I'm taking those two out first. Ding! The 8th floor. I marched out, and Yunnan followed behind, cool as a cucumber. I waved my knife. Hey bro, those two heads are mine. Don't you dare steal the kill. First time watching a cheating scandal live, I guess. Some things are just in our DNA. Even a serial killer can't resist the urge to watch the drama. I walked up to the door and knocked. Who is it? A man's voice came from inside, sounding a bit muffled. Food delivery. The door cracked open, revealing a handsome, refined face wrapped in a loose bathrobe. Water droplets clung to his muscular chest. He'd clearly just stepped out of the shower. I suppressed my boiling rage for one last confirmation. Is this Suning's place? The guy who opened the door raised an eyebrow, ignored me, and lazily called out, Honey, someone's looking for you. Who is it, babe? A voice I knew all too well rang out, and the face I'd looked at for 5 years, the one I thought I'd look at for a lifetime, peered out from behind him. She was wearing baggy loungewear, her hair a mess, her face flushed. The air froze for half a second. My brain went numb. I really am a total idiot. A cuckold helping someone else raise their lover for 5 whole years. My rage burned through my sanity, and I swung the knife right at Suning's face. I'm gonna kill you! A hand with sharp knuckles caught my wrist with surgical precision. It was the guy who opened the door. He didn't even look at me, just gave his knuckles a slight twist. Snap! I didn't even feel the pain at first. My wrist bent at an angle no human should ever be able to reach, just dangling there. Then, the agony slammed into my brain, and my vision went black. Just as I was about to collapse from the pain, a black blur flashed past me from behind. He swung that heavy chisel with everything he had, slamming it straight into the guy's face without a hint of mercy. Before I blacked out, the last thing I felt was my body being tossed like a rag doll, my head smashing hard against the sharp corner of a cabinet. When I opened my eyes again, I was staring at the harsh elevator lights. I froze. My wrists were perfectly fine, and that agonizing pain felt like nothing more than a hallucination. The figure in the raincoat next to me clearly paused too, and those twisted words started flooding my vision again. Holy crap, that guy's a beast. A double kill? He just wiped out both the cannon fodder and the killer in one go. I thought the female lead had the ultimate plot armor. Why is Suning just standing there looking like a total airhead? What's going on? Did we just reload a save? Can the plot actually rewind? Newbie in the chat, you don't know the rules. The killer hasn't finished his mission, so he can't log off yet. He has to clear everything else in this building first. Got it, a forced plot lock. So this is the second playthrough. This is intense! The elevator doors were slowly closing, but without a second thought, I jammed my hand into the gap at the very last second. So what if I got cheated on? It's not even worth getting mad over anymore. Staying alive is the priority. No point in dying for these psychos. I walked to the main entrance and pushed with all my might, but the door didn't budge an inch. What's up with the cannon fodder guy? Why isn't he going after the female lead to settle the score? He has no clue what even happened. Poor guy, the plot is already in motion. Unless it ends, that door isn't opening. The plot ends? Seeing Killer's mission flash in the chat, does that mean if he finishes his job I can finally get out of here? I turned back toward the elevator, and to my surprise, the doors were still open. The guy in the raincoat had his hand casually blocking the door, silently staring right at me. Just as I was debating whether to head over, I heard shuffling footsteps behind me, followed by a raspy old voice. Move aside, kid. I whipped around. A hunched old man was hobbling toward the entrance, leaning on a cane. He was wearing a ragged cotton coat, moving so slowly and shakily, it looked like he might fall apart at any second. The moment he appeared, the chat popped up again. Oh snap, here we go. It's the collector. He loves collecting young specimens, especially beautiful women. He says he drinks their blood for health before turning them into display pieces. This old guy looks like he'd shatter if you touched him. Wouldn't the killer just take him out with one swing? Don't underestimate him. He's a monster. He carries poison and has a thing for young women. Instinctively, I stepped aside to let him pass, then quietly followed him back into the elevator.